Get ready.
It sounds like there's a real kerfuffle going on in the other room.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard. Excellent timing.
Put the gun down.
No. Oriana tried to shoot me. Miranda's poisonous influence, no doubt.
I believe that was your own poisonous influence.
I don't know. Gone. He took my research and left us here to die.
It looks like he was going to try and kill Miranda.
Can you hear me?
That's close enough. Both of you. Kai Leng didn't finish the job, but I will.
This ends here.
On the contrary, now that the Reapers are taken care of, we have a way out.
Let her go.
Shepard. Don't let him take her. Shepard, please.
I can be reasonable.
I have no problem with you. I just want Oriana and the research data.
You want a lot.
You get your life in return. How much is that worth?
All right. Take her. But I want out alive.
Deal?
That was very badass. And I think we've got the best ending. Because Miranda seems to be okay. So, if we don't get the best ending, Miranda does die here. Happened in our Renegade playthrough.
You're safe now. I'm fine. I want to get out of here. We will. Give me a minute, okay? Commander Shepard. Fancy meeting you here.
We caught a break. Are you alright?
Yeah, it was actually very lucky that we arrived at the same time.
I don't know how you managed it, but I'm grateful you're here.
I could have helped. Yeah, it really is bizarre that she kept this all secret from us. She's like, oh, Commander, I'm working on a project. I can't tell you what it is. But I need this stuff. And he's like, alright, I'll give it you. What are you working on again? Oh, I can't tell you. I could have helped this entire time.
This whole thing was a huge risk. You should have told me.
You have a war to win, Shepard. This was my fight. It's been a long time coming.
You did it. It's over.
Yes. I just wish my sister didn't have to see all this.
It was traumatizing.
I'm glad he's gone, Shepard. I'm sorry if that sounds cold.
No. I understand.
It's finally over. For both of us. We can stop running.
Yes. You can.
The Reapers are here, let's run.
What we can use from this place?
Research data.
Now we've got to fight them.
But security systems are intact, including Cerberus shipping manifests. No direct links, but it's a good start.
Grab anything you can off the computer. We'll take it back to be analyzed.
I feel like Cerberus could have booby-trapped it.
Before Kai Leng took off, I planted a tracer on him. If you act fast, you'll track him right to the elusive man.
A tracer? Sounds like you thought of everything.
Not quite, but nobody's perfect.
Oh,
Thanks, Miranda. This is...
that's a good line. She always thought she was perfect.
Thought you might
Genetically.
have some good news.
damn right. What's next for you two?
Get her someplace safe. Get the scratch cleaned up.
Okay. I've got to follow all this up.
I'll be in touch, Shepard. Soon.
I hope so.
Come on, Ari. We've had enough of Father's hospitality.
Yeah, we got the
Make
good
sure
ending.
Everyone knows about this place.
Communication scrambler disabled.
Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my
Cortez,
father.
we need to
Henry
pick up at the
Lawson.
tower.
Roger that.
I've had enough of this place.
It's a shame you can't get Miranda for the Citadel DLC. I'm pretty sure you can't, but I feel like we should have been able to, you know? Would have loved to see her at the party. Or even just like cut content, like with Tali. Like there's some cut content where you can have Tali in the Mars mission at the very beginning of the game, even though it's impossible to get her there. If you mod it so she's there, there's dialogue in the game for it.
The sanctuary, Commander. Too many unknowns.
I would have liked the same with Miranda.
The Cerberus lab you raided hinted at something big, but we never expected this. All those refugees, all that slaughter, just to study indoctrination.
Sanctuary did need to be shut down, sir. What they learned about the Reapers wasn't worth all those lives.
It's useful intel, Commander, but you're right. The cost was too high. Do we have a location on the elusive man?
Yes, we had a tracer on Kai Lang when he reported back.
Good. That gives us a fighting chance to take Cerberus out of this war.
Agreed. We need to end Cerberus and focus on the Reapers.
Hell yeah.
That's exactly
Gonna take the fight to them.
Get out.
Gonna get the Prothean VI back. Kill Kai Lang for being a little bitch. We're done. So we just did one mission, and now the Crucible's done. We're at 1/3 of it completed, and now it's 100. God damn it! I feel like it should have been way more gradual than that.
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes,
Go talk to the crew, read her emails.
Same guy that let Cerberus stick
Going on.
into his skull. Commander, it seems Tally's taking what happened on Horizon hard. She's in the lounge if you want to check on her.
Right, I'll see how that plays out. So on Renegade, where Miranda died, Tally was, like, you know, drinking for Miranda. We'll see what she's like now.
The Alliance has issued warnings about Sanctuary. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home. Just tell me you're going to take Cerberus down.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And
Yeah.
when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find
I
them.
mean, we've only got like one base left, haven't we? We've taken out everywhere else. Read emails. Oh my god, so many. Alliance News Network alert on the Quarian fleet. Paragon, the Turian hierarchy, one of the most powerful and respected ground forces in the galaxy, are today paying respects to an unlikely ally, the Marines of the Quarian fleet. The weakened immune systems of Quarians normally means their forces are restricted to ships, but when an emergency technical team was required to repair a ground-based comm relay providing vital intel to the Turian military, one Quarian squad stepped up. Commanded by squad leader Cal Rieger, who was in Mass Effect 2 during Tally's loyalty mission. The Quarian team required the comm system, repaired the comm system, then sacrificed their lives holding the position until Krogan troops arrived. When Turian troops offered to provide evac support, Rieger refused. Insisting they could not risk the relay falling, he said multiple breaches to their exosuits made evacuation impossible. We're all dead anyway, Rieger reportedly said. Just make them pay for it. Spokesman for Primarch Victus praised the squad's bravery. Whatever our past politics, today the galaxy stands together with a single threat. Against a single threat. Victus said, we are humbled by the sacrifice of our allies from Rannoch, and we promise to return the honour. Rain check from Traynor. Thanks for sticking around to watch me go head to head with Tetsuza. Sorry again for messing up our lunch plans. Love to get a rain check. Let me know whenever you're free. I'll come by. New digs from Miranda Lawson. So we won't be able to see this for Renegade, so this will be good. Shepard would love to see it. Oh, new digs, that's why. I was like, what? New digs, I would love to see them. Can't be any worse than that pokey little captain's cabin on the Normandy. You invite me over sometime, I'm in the area. Basketball Goodwill Games. From Steve Cortez. The Seattle Sorcerers are taking on the Ysera's Maestros in a biotic ball game. Should be epic. You recently acquired an apartment with a sweet vid screen? Coincidence? James and I don't think so. You provide the couch and we'll provide the refreshments. Just let us know. Visual input required. From CSEC HQ. Your presence has been requested concerning an incident involving a Krogan identified as Grunt. Please report to CSEC officer on patrol in the Silverstone Strip for additional details. Officer Johnson, that's going to be good. Grunt up to trouble. So, we haven't had the scene with Joker on the Citadel. I want to see Paragon version of it. This is from Jacob. So the Normandy's in dry dock. Seems like the perfect chance to hang out and find some trouble. Meet me outside the arcade on the main level if you're game. Alright, should I have a quick look? Thing is, I don't think your emails are in the right order. Yeah, because that's like... I think that's from the very beginning of the game. Okay. So, I wanted to... I don't know if it's just the timing then. Because after we do the next main mission, I think we get locked into doing the final mission of the game. so we won't be able to go back to the Citadel and complete the and do any hangouts with the other crew. And I wanted to see Joe because he's got a really fun one.
Human colony. Tiptree.
Hey, Liara, you don't need to worry about that right now.
Now's as good a time as any. I'm getting reports of refugee ships from Tiptree landing on Solarian colonies. I don't have names. I'm sorry. It was mostly children.
Well, Gunny, Hillary, my sister, Gunny's a nickname. She's had it since, she's only 15, so if it's children, then maybe I only lost my dad. Kind of an asshole thing to hope for.
Jeff, right now, take any kind of hope you can get.
Thanks. You too.
Okay, it's sad seeing Joker sad. He's like the smiling face of the crew.
Nice.
Having to go for all this stuff is really bad.
She will be.
Even for Cerberus, that place was crazy. They've always been about the ends justifying the means. But how do you do that to innocent people and tell yourself you're helping humanity?
I honestly have no idea.
I don't know how the elusive man can stand looking at himself in the mirror.
Honestly, I've been wondering about that for a while with those freaky eyes.
Whatever he's thinking, he won't be thinking it for much longer.
You're damn right, Commander.
Right.
Commander?
Edie?
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Have fun.
What is
Talking behind my back.
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs.
Screen in the background is so distracting. How can anybody read that?
It's logical that their
Like the
only
Matrix.
priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
So the prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
Life isn't just survival.
It's not just about living till tomorrow. Sometimes you take a stand.
But the probability of success was near zero. And ultimately, they failed. No prisoners escaped.
Are you saying submission is preferable to extinction?
Why are we doing the dramatic turn?
To preserve and defend the... No. No, I disagree. Shepard, I'm going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. So Edie's gonna rewrite her code. To, you know, be selfless. It's to sacrifice herself for the ones she loves.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, Edie. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, Edie.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
I will explain later, Jeff. But it was something good.
I love that scene.
I would like a moment to myself, Shepard. I am examining human literature.
Oh, I thought I was gonna go somewhere. Like Shepard was gonna be like, "Oh, what are you reading?" And she'd be like, "I don't know, Playboy magazine," something like that. I found him under Jeff's bed. Oh god, it's a good line. I like encouraging the romance between Edie and Joker. That scene, I think, was very different. Although I think it was the same outcome. And the scene itself was different, but the same outcome on Renegade, where we've shut down her and Joker's relationship. At least I think so. Oh, look at my fish! Come all alive! I don't know if they're all. I don't know if that's all of them. I think I might have killed them at some point. I don't know how to feed them the fish in Mass Effect. I don't know if it's like once after every mission, or if you do it after every mission, then you overfeed them. Automatic fish feeder is so good. And Kelly was good at feeding them as well. And you can see on here, I think we've seen Fane on here before, but Fane was added to the list. There's Ashley. How are you doing?
I can't believe what you found down there. The whole thing was so calculated, using hope to lure people to their deaths, or worse. I can't understand it. And you know, I'm glad I can't. It makes me feel human. Just wondering what the refugees do now. I thought I'd heard of everything. Man. Hard to believe what was down there. Commander?
Okay. I'm gonna see how many times she can say the same thing. Yep. In here, I swear we can catch Javik in here at some point. I think we missed him. Ali should be in here. So this scene is going to be very different to Renegade, where she was toasting Miranda's... that's toasting probably the wrong word, but mourning Miranda's death.
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Taurian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tally.
I love the way he says that. It's so dry.
It's actually getting a little...
That's a straw, Tally.
Get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude.
He's talking about her in the past tense.
Still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
Strange.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I'm sorry. I know it must be worse for you. You too.
Yeah, this is not right. She's talking about it like she's died.
Whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him. Never changed herself to please him.
Alright, comparing... I was comparing her own father to Miranda's.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes. Doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
I feel like that's a line I've heard from a movie somewhere.
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know.
Here's to Miranda.
Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boshtet. Kila Solai.
I feel like that's just laziness, or maybe an oversight on the developer's part, where they just reuse the same lines, and I guess I didn't realise that it doesn't make sense now. Kept the scene in even if it didn't make sense.
If I'd been shown the beacon on Thessia earlier,
You would have needed Shepard's cipher to comprehend it.
I still could have learned from it. Instead, my mother hid the galaxy's most important archaeological find from me. It must have been such a joke to her when I became a Prothean researcher.
The penalties for withholding Protean technology are among the harshest in Council space. Your mother's motives may have been simply to shield you.
Perhaps. Thank you, Edie. I hadn't considered that.
I like Edie's take on that. I feel like we might have had this scene already, though.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean below me.
What?
Not what I expected.
This is from the start of the game.
A little cold when I tried to talk.
Liara, you've been on so many missions with him.
Up again. His species gone. But a Prothean Shepard. There's so much he could tell
What?
us.
Why is the game falling apart now? Oh, you're near the end. Prothean Notes 2186, Entry 4. I can't let my disappointment stop me from learning the Prothean's history. It's just as naive as thinking they were all benevolent. And perhaps I've been arrogant, judging an entire species on what little time I've had to know its sole survivor. He was wholly responsible for the skewed view I had of his people. I put forward the idea of writing a book with Javik, and to my surprise, he said he would think about it. Perhaps it's a start. Possible book titles. Glyph, please flag this list as a pot of possible book titles. When this is all over, I'd like to publish what we've learned about the Protheans. The Protheans, A Living Legacy, the Prothean Empire, the Protheans, I think that's the worst one. The Last Prothean, Living History of the Protheans. I despise thinking up titles for my own academic research. Prothean Journeys, Journeys with the Prothean. Okay, that's pretty good. You got anything else?
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
There we go, that's what I'm expecting.
Surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman. I'm glad she made it.
There we go, your dialogue's correct now.
Fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett.
This is from Mark. Why is your dialogue so backed up?
Thanks for coming by.
Oh, never mind, right. I think we've got a glyph upgrade. Oh, cooldown or damage? Let's go for damage. Even though we don't... we should have gone for cooldown. Because I'm carrying the sniper and the pistol, my cooldown is like extremely high. I have to wait a long time after using the ability.